aboard Old Connecticut Company number 775. How old do you think I am? Try 67 and a half. You know how old this car is? 106. Lovingly restored, just the way it was actually built for this line way back when, and it's been lovingly restored the way you see it now today, and still operates here all these years. What we'll do are three basic things. First of all, we do the tickets and get that out of the way. We'll go from here at the end of the track here in East Haven all the way to Short Beach, a very bucolic mile and a half away, across the river, through the swamp, down through the woods, past Grandma's house, the whole 9 yards. And we get there, we'll see what we call turning the car around. Find a vehicle to do what this thing's going to do when we get there. It's pretty cool. And thirdly, we'll return to the main carbon area. You can't see it, but it's right across behind the trees here, across the river. And when we get there, if you'd like to go on a little walking tour to some of our car barns and our shop building, and see how we restore these things, and what some of these other old ladies look like, we'll do that. The line is, believe it or not, is 113 years old. It started out as a Branford Electric Railway, about a couple more blocks smaller than it is now. It went up to the green that way and to the post office in Shoreditch that way in 1900. Later it became part of the bigger Connecticut Company. It became part of the New Haven Railroad. Now everybody's buying everybody else. And this became the Branford line. Went to New Haven that way, and all the way into Branford Center in that direction. Excuse me, a little laryngitis. And so it remained right through the end of World War II. Of course, at the end of the war, everything was trolleys for old-fashioned, obsolete, get rid of them. Buy buses, more rubber, slow gasoline. And this line and everything else in New Haven was abandoned. The next day, the newly formed association took over this mile and a half of track. It's perfect for trolley museum. No grade crossings, beautiful scenery. What could be better? People thought we were nuts. Why would a club, my father, I was only a year old at the time, why would they want a bunch of old junky trolley cars and them out in a useless swamp? Well, what goes around comes around. The useless swamp is now covered with wetlands protected by both the city of Branford and the state of Connecticut. This whole trolley line and the structures on it are a National Historic Site. And the craziest thing, we shouldn't exist in this economically today. We're 98% volunteer run. The only paid employees we have is our office manager and the lady selling the tickets. The rest of us, like me, these are their members too. We come out here because we never grew up. We still like to play with trains. And this is one hell of a train set. But it is old. It is a real railroad, and we do take safety very seriously, so please keep the heads and arms inside the windows. We'll get the air conditioning going very shortly for 1906. And in the yards, please watch your step walking over the rails. They're a little slippery from the rain. There's a little bit of grease here and there where the cars sleep in the barns at night. So put on your seat belts. That's right, didn't need them back then. As soon as we cross that bridge, you're going to, as close as you'll get to going back 100 years into the past, except perhaps going aboard the USS Constitution Boston, which is even older. So here we go. Forget the freeways, forget pollution. You sit down.
You're right.